how long's it been since you did Ibogaine?
In a couple months. I've been home.
Couple months. Okay. How is it post Ibogaine compared to post ayahuasca, maybe post psilocybin? As far as like, lingering effects, different perspectives.
Cognitively, I definitely feel an uptick in memory, in those sort of functions. I do. So it's a powerful medicine. It stays in your body for longer. I feel like a little heavier dose, maybe than most medicines. Ayahuasca stays in you longer, but ayahuasca also takes a long time to process. The integrated parts of it takes like a year to really understand what the fuck you went through. Like you're like, wow, I don't. Are you all of a sudden a year later you're like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I get it now. With Ibogaine, it shows you pretty clear and center, like right away, like this is what you have to change.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a very interesting difference there. Like how right in front of you it seems to place things instead of creating like a mythological story for you.
Yes, and I that could be from my own interpretation, or that I should say that could be. It is from my own interpretation because I've done everything else. Ibogaine was the final boss. I went into Ibogaine thinking that there's no way I'm as weak of a person to let my mommy leaving me affect me so badly over all these years.
Gotcha.
I thought that made me weak. I was born premature. I wouldn't have survived in the wild. My mother's body was rejecting me as a baby, and then I spent a month in an incubator. I got out. I had the perfect childhood, private schools, and love, so much love, and food, and supplements, and care, and just all the things.
Yeah.
I come from a very amazing family. Well, then my mom left when I was 13. And she had to deal with her own shit. Speaking of the Catholic Church, and that threw me for a loop. That really fucked me up. And I asked my brother a long time ago. I was like, did someone touch me like in high school or
right.
middle school or whatever at a Catholic church? Like, do I not remember? He's like, no, not that I know of.
Right.
It's because mom left. And I was like, there's no way, bro. I'm not that weak. Well,
right.
I always use that as an excuse to go further and abuse myself, and abuse drugs, and always like, well, there must be something else. Let's just do another line, or let's sleep with another woman, or let's do this or do that. And now Ibogaine showed me there's no monster under the bed. There's no boogeyman. There's nothing else. Nothing happened. You're okay. It's time to put everything down and just get your shit together. And it was such a relief to know that.
Yeah.
To just go like, okay, cool. Like, I'm good.
Wow. I mean, talk about the biggest relief. I mean, my God.
Yeah, right?
I mean, and when you say, get your shit together, kind of break that down for me. Like, for you personally, what was that? Was that like, hey, you see the path, just walk it?
Yep. It was, make sure you have your daily practice galvanized in your life.
Yeah.
You get up early. I get out of bed and I do breathwork meditation. That leads into prayer, gratitude, forgiveness. That's every morning.
Yeah.
And then from there, I go outside, I do my grounding, I get my sunlight, I eat healthy, I work out too hard, obviously, because that's how I like it.
You're causing more TBIs, Ian. Come on.
Well, no, I don't get punched anymore. I teach people to punch each other, but I choke the shit out of people every day, almost every day.
Perfect.
I lift a lot of weights. I do a lot of yoga. I got my girl. I'm gonna ask her to marry me later this year. We're gonna end up having kids. Finally. Both of our families are looking at us like we're crazy. We're not like we're crazy. We are crazy, but like, hey, will you guys actually do this now because you guys have been playing this game for so long. Like,
Yeah.
let's please give us some grandchildren. So, you know, it's about me making sure that I have lived every visceral experience I've ever wanted to live in my life until it hurt.
Right.
So now it is time to really, really stop pleasure seeking. I've had enough pleasure in my life. I get pleasure from living through others. My daughter, my loved ones, my students, people I help, whatever it is, my community, my church. Like it's that's how I've now derived pleasure out of this world. So, yeah, that's it. And then obviously building an ecosystem, keep pushing the ecosystem farther to be able to provide a life for the people that count on me, which starts with my daughter and my girlfriend and my parents, because I'm the head of the family now, you
Right.
know, and my brothers, and I'm the youngest brother, but I'm the successful one, you know, like they're both pretty much retired, and I have to really make sure I'm the head of the family. You know, I have to like keep pushing the boundaries of what I do because I have a lot of people counting on me. Not just the clients, but the people that work for me. You
Yeah.
know, I have to make sure everybody eats. And now that I'm you know trying to have children eventually, like I'm gonna have mouths to feed and people to make sure that like when they see me every day, it's not like my daughter. My daughters see me in the gutter. You know, my daughter's seen that side of it, and we're so incredibly close. But when I have more children, she's gonna be like, you guys have no idea what dad put me through.
Right.
You have no fucking clue. You know, to use her as that map of what I did right, what I did wrong, and obviously I'm still gonna make mistakes as a parent. It's our job as parents to traumatize our children. Like that's how it goes. That's what you do. But to just make sure that I'm doing that in a lesser fashion. You know, I'm able to facilitate healing better for my kids
Yeah.
and you know other things because like my daughter right now is a rock star. She's incredible. But as any human does, she has her inefficiencies. She has her intricacies that aren't good for her, and then we're trying to help her through her life, you know, with some grace.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, you know, one day she will realize that it's an amazing thing to have a father who is seeking to give himself more grace so that he can give it to her more. You know?
Yeah.
That's one of the things I keep realizing that, oh, that's why I can do that, because I've sought out these things to give it to me first. And you know, you can't give what you don't have, right? So until you realize that, you're like, oh shit, oh damn, that changes everything.